it coming, but it was enough. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen, 3 and 3, 45E. Now looking really strong. 45E winning that shootout, doing really, really good. They landed every shot they needed to, and they literally just did perfect. They had the shooting down, and when they went into melee, they all went in together. They didn't let them try to even it out on the flanks or get a couple kills in. It maybe make it 10 versus 12, 10 versus 11, 10-10, you know. So really good job for them. But it looks like immediately off the bat, the 58E are going to stop in here and let go of their shots. But unfortunately, none of them are landing or hitting anybody just yet. It looks like the 45E are now stopping and letting go of their shots. And Deadeye, coincidentally, shoots out one Kosa. Pretty good shot from that distance. He didn't have a lot of time to react as well, so he just put it up there, prayed to whoever he believes in, and boom, landed the shot. Vader 6-0. In one round he got 6 kills, and let it be known that most of that round 90% was shooting, so Vader doing well for himself. And obviously getting quite a bit of melee kills there from Vader. And it looks like the 58E are trying to let go of some shots here at the very end of the 45E line, but at this distance, it's almost impossible to hit. Just getting lucky at that point. And 45E now behind this hill here. Both regiments just kind of waiting. They don't really want to. They don't really want to expose each other, you know, because if they leave cover, then they're vulnerable, and then if they're vulnerable, they can get shot. This is not a good idea for anybody. It looks like the 45E are bombing their heads. Just trying to have some fun, making sure they don't die here in the hot sun. Got to keep active, you know, trying to hydrate by bobbing your head. That's how you do it. How do you drink water? Well, if you shake hard enough, you can vibrate the water out of the air and drink it. Science. 50D are going to go ahead and move on the right side here of the 45E. Big giant wave of skirt-wearing men heading towards them. Both of these regiments now getting really close to each other. In the red team is 58E. Right now it's tied. Or is it tied? Dun dun dun. Anyways, Lawbringer now behind the line here. He is probably going to call a reverse column because he does want to be at the front when he fires, because he is the main leader, so maybe he wants to start off the melee first, or maybe he wants to get to the melee last. 58E going to go ahead and stop and let go of some of the shots, but they're not connecting. Kind player from the 58E there. Gavoon 2-1 for the 58E. A lot of not as impressive as 6-0 from Vader there, and now it looks like Foxy, Redoubt, Baptiste, the Kid, Charles, Kajat, Murderer, Dead General, and Montoy Toy. Montoy Toy. Beautiful name. Looks like there it is, ladies and gentlemen. APOC does get a kill there on Opera. Looks like the fighting is happening. Finally, 58E are letting go of all their shots. Everything is landing. 58E cannot miss right now. 45E trying to bring it back with some green kills, but 58E are stopping with a fiery passion, and it is going in. 45E now retaliating, though 13 versus 15. 45E coming out strong in the shooting, and they do outnumber them right now. 14 versus 12. 58E passion was not enough for the 45E accuracy. Vader now trying to do some work here on the right. Melee has started. Rafael trying to do a 1v1 over here. Goes for a quick little downhold. Not enough though. 58E winning the melee. Doing really well for themselves. 4 versus 10. 58E outnumber them hugely. Rafael now here on the left flank. Trying to do a 1v2. Goes for a little down stab on that player. But blocks enough. They're trying to set up an up down. And perfectly set up. Rafael gets up down by both of those players. And looks like Pig does get the final kill on Rafael. 4-3 now. 58E. Guys, this is super close. This is just going back and forth. I guarantee you, 45E will win this round, and it'll be 4-4, and then it'll be and then they'll win another round, and then it'll be 5-5, and then we'll have to go for the tiebreaker round. And that whoever wins that round wins the chance to go to Pro League for the final match and win the prize pool, boys. And Murderer does get the shot off on Big Dog. Good start from the 45E there, letting go of some shots, and Big Dog does go down. He is 1 and 3, so he hasn't really affected it that much, but being one player down is huge. And on the other side now, Surena moving out his line, but they're not really accomplishing much right now. They're just kind of trying to get a little closer. They're just kind of parallel to each other, both heading towards the end of the map, which is not good. You really got to reverse column away, or else they're going to be a bad time. Both regiments just not reverse columning. They're actually just running straight into the wall, and both regiments have to fight each other here. They have to stop and fire because they are at the end of the map. Unless they can reverse column, they are trying to reverse column their way out, and it looks like it works pretty well. And now the 45E are stuck against the wall there, but they do have a little bit of a hill advantage. So if both of these regiments stop here, the 45E do have the hill advantage, so they can get better shots off. But they will be completely exposed against the edge of the wall here, the invisible wall. Pad Killer now. Pad Killer, I mean Rat Killer. He's going to go ahead and move out with his friend the leader here, Lawbringer. 45 you're going to go ahead and stop and fire some shots off. He doesn't connect. It was so close to connecting, but he didn't connect. I'm so sorry. So close. Gavoon now trying to stay in his line alive. He is in a very bad place to be in right now in the line, especially when you stop and fire first. When big regiments like this with big numbers, usually being like the 6th or 7th one guarantees you a death by shooting. It looks like both of these regiments now are going to go ahead and stop right by each other. Both regiments now about to let go of their shots. And looks like it's going down. 45 Evader taking out Banco, Wall taking out Kain, Kajal taking out Only Ninja, Kajat taking out Heracles. And looks like they're finally going. Melee started from both sides. The mayhem has started. The smoke is in. And the bayonets are out. Operas does get a down stab but doesn't die. And looks like Karu's trying to get this backstab on Operas, and he finally gets it. And now it's 13 versus 15. 45E winning. 58E bringing it back though strong. 12 versus 12, making it even. Rackler taking down Armada there. Now Surena does take down that player there from takedowns Boonsley, which is a huge kill. Boonsley's pretty good at doing what he does, and that is winning. And unfortunately, just wasn't enough this time. Lurvy takedown Baptiste there. And now it's a 5 versus 9. 58E now hugely outnumbered them. 58E getting really close, going for an upstab. He does block both of those players, but it looks like it's not going to be enough. He is trying to block up and down. Goes for a quick little turnaround stab, but it's not going to trick that player with a sword. And looks like Foxy does go down. And looks like it's 5-3. Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, whoever wins this round wins the entirety of the match. And then you'll go on to the final pro match to win the $500 prize pool. Okay, but if you lose, I think you get an egg to the head or something like that. We'll see what happens. You know. And now it is the Murderer. What do I always get this guy? Is someone trying to tell me something? Murderer now moving out here. Lurvy 5-1 again near the top of the scoreboard. Lurvy doing really well for himself in this line battle. Vader 7-2. 58E here moving out. Nothing really much to see other than the huge line and the fact that nobody's wearing red underwear, but on the outside like I am right now, but whatever. 58E here now moving out. They do a reverse column. There's their mighty leader, I believe, in the front there. And looks like they're both about to advance here, and looks like both regiments are about to get really close to each other. Is it going to be a full-on charge from both regiments? Yes, it is. Full-on melee, no shooting whatsoever. 24 versus 25. Spexy does take down Staple the Kid, taking down Bianco. Rafael going for a little side stabs with his sword, but he's not going to get engaged. Janissary 45E winning the melee here, 25 versus 22. 45E doing really well right off the start. Rat Killer Vortex taking out Wyan. Vortex taking out Deadeye. Double kill from him. Kain taking out Coach. There's a team kill from Pacific on Vader, which is not good at all. It looks like Rafael's trying to win this 1v1 with a sword here. 45E getting a Pacific slander with a triple kill there on Wolfenkind, and Terrible Tim now taking out January 45E. Another team kill, Bryce on Baptiste, and now Bryce takes on the leader, Lawbringer. The rest of the melee is breaking out here, and looks like it is going to be a win for the 45E right now. 16 versus 7. Like, that is huge. Like, if the 5080 win this somehow, it would be one of the biggest clutch in NA history. But looks like that's not going to be for today. And looks like this last player alive is trying to stay alive here. And Lurvy does go down. He did 7 and 2. There's only so much one man can do. APOC now. Last player alive. He's not really known for clutching too many situations, but this could be the start of a new dream and a new meme. APOC. 1v2. Beautiful killer on Pedro. And it looks like they are setting up a line and reloading just in case, and Armada and another teammate do set up a perfect up-down, and APOC does go down. Rest in pieces, buddy. Rest in pieces. Alright, looks like it's 5-4 right now. Guys. The winner does play the 75th. Yeah, they go on to play the final match or they go play one of the finals, one of the final matches for the to go into the final match. So this is the semifinals, and there's 2 semifinals match. So if they win this semifinals match, they move on to the next one, and after that, they get to face off against another regiment to win the $500. So this is really close, guys. Lawbringer in the 5080, they have to win one more round to win and move on. 45E, they have to win one more round to tie, and then they have to go for a tiebreaker round. So this is huge. Rafael sitting here in the back, 25 versus 26, 45E outnumbering them. 5080 wearing the red uniforms this round. 45E wearing the blue uniforms. Both of these regiments here really close to each other. 45E moving hard, but they cannot do too much. If they do a little bit too much, then they will get in trouble. Both of these regiments outcircle each other. There was almost a mistake from the 5080. 5080 doing a double reverse column. They're both so close to each other. I got alt tab real quick though. Unfortunately, I try to get back into the game as fast as possible for you guys. Both regiments here just really close to each other. 5080 now moving away, trying to get some space from each other. Rafael trying to get closer to the 5080. Both of these regiments do not want to stop. If one of these regiments stops first, they will be obliterated. Unless that regiment that stops first lands every shot on the head of the line, they will be okay. It looks like one regiment's about to stop there. 5080 are about to stop. Can they let go of one shot? No, they decide not to let go of that shot. He could have connected. Both of those guys behind the leader were really close to each other, but it looks like maybe he's gonna let go of his shot here. No, looks like he does let go of a shot, but doesn't connect. Unfortunately, they are going to go ahead and move. 5080 going for the full melee. The melee has started. It is 1-for-1, boys. 25 on 26. 45E do start them outnumbering first. 45E right now doing a huge mistake, or 5080, sorry, doing a huge mistake. Look how many people they have in the middle. If the 5080 were doing their job correct, they should have collapsed the flanks immediately and then crushed everybody in the middle. But it looks like it is a 19 versus 21. 45E coming on top. 17 versus 18. Huge red kills from 5080. 5080 huge kills. But looks like it is going to be a 5080 win victory. 16 versus 12. 45E is falling back. They're losing on every flank possible. Look at the amount of 45E players are coming in like a stone hitting water, making a big splash. Foxy trying to get a quick down stop there at 14 versus 10. It's not over yet. 5080 outnumber them by 4 players. 45E trying to stay alive. They know how much this round means. Boonsley now trying to stay alive here. Charles trying to come in for a backstab. Looks like Page is taking down Armada. Surena does take down Page. APOC taking down the kid with a sword. 5080 coming away. 13-4, 11-4. And it looks like the victory is finally going to happen. One of the last players from the 45Es there. Charles trying to do a little S-King. 45E bring this back to 8-3. But he's about to get backstabbed. Haru does get backstabbed there. Last player alive gets kicked in the face, and Big Dog takes him down. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. 6-4, 5080 taking it down. And it is going to be the 5080 moving on to the next round. And that is that for this match. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching this stream in the Twitch Napoleonic Wars Pro League. These players have several thousands individually played in this game, and that melee was no joke, guys. So 58E coming in strong, beating them 6-4. 58E now are going to go ahead and move on to the next round. They will face